All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Shalom to the elect of Israel, who are the so called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that the Lord will have mercy on in these latter days. Shalom to the men of the Lord that are prophesying, preaching, and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom, shalom. And this will be real quick. I just wanted to do a real quick rebuttal uh, slash rebuke of this replacement theology, and I just have a few precepts lined up. Um, this is the ongoing battle or debate that Christians are trying to force onto our people. Especially you Negroes. They want you to continually be at the bottom. Because once Judah starts to pull out of this church madness and nonsense, best believe the other tribes are gonna do the same thing, because we all know that Christianity was forced on all of the tribes all at once, just in different regions of the Americas. Now you have the Northern Kingdom, they're more uh, of the Catholic style of Christianity, and you know Judah is more so of the Lutheran, or where you get Baptists and Methodists and all of that style of Christianity. But all in all, it's just a version of the same wickedness. Now, one of the main wickednesses that they preach is something called replacement theology or supersessionism. Um, I'll get that definition. Um, Yeah, it says supersessionism, also called replacement theology, is a Christian doctrine which asserts that the new covenant through, I'll just say Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who the world calls Jesus Christ, supersedes the old covenant, which was made exclusively with the Jewish people. Um, and so, there you have it basically, and you can go kind of on Wikipedia and see what it's all about. What is this madness? Uh, so you know basically with this, this is how they come up with these doctrines, like you're grafted in, or Esau can be saved. um it's not about the law, it's about faith, which faith is a component of it, but it's not the only thing that's going to get you there. You can't just do the law and only believe in the Messiah. You also have to keep laws to the best of your ability. Both are required, and it's vice versa too. You can't just uh, keep the law and not believe in the Messiah. You can't just have faith in the Messiah and not do the law. You have to do both. These are prerequisites before you could be considered to be part of the elect, and the main prerequisite to that is to be an Israelite. So let me get First Peter uh, 2:9, and it says, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." All right. So when you get that word generation, it goes back to genos, right? Which means kindred, offspring, family, stock, tribe, nation, i.e., nationality or descent from a particular people. Now, who are those people? Those are the Israelites, one descending from Jacob. It's not this spiritual club that you can get into if you just, you know, believe that God is love and Jesus is Lord, and all of this, you know, all of this rhetoric you hear coming out of the Christian church. It says, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. So Peter is letting you know here, and this is definitely true when you read the Old Testament as well, that The Lord is having mercy on his chosen people. Okay? He's having mercy on them. Let me just get it. I believe it's in Deuteronomy above. Just type it in. Let me get. Yeah, it says it multiple times, but I'll get Deuteronomy 14. And 2, it says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord, Yahweh thy power, and the Lord Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth." All right. There's no way to get around that, you know. There's no way. And the Most High doesn't change when you read Malachi 3 and 6. He hasn't changed his mind about that. That's why he's talking about redeeming us here in First Peter 2nd chapter. It says, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. All right. I believe. Let me get Deuteronomy 26. Says, yeah, 26, Deuteronomy 26 and 18. "And the Lord Yahweh hath avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he hath promised thee." Now, the Most High made a promise. Does the Most High break his promises? No. "And that thou shouldest keep all his commandments, and to make thee high above all nations which he hath made in praise and in name and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power, as he hath spoken." All right. Now, we did go off, and that's what Christians will try to say, well, we broke the covenant, therefore, things are null and void. Well, it don't work like that, because the Most High is in control of our actions as well. He knew when he was making this covenant that we would go off because he's the Most High. All right. That's what a lot of Christians don't get. That's what they don't understand. Let's get Luke 19 and 9. "And Yahushua said unto him, This day is salvation come to this house." Now, which house is he talking about in the context of salvation? "For so much as he also is a son of Abraham." So right now we're dwindling it down to Abraham. Now you can get the other scripture, I believe it's in Romans, that says, "In Isaac shall thy seed be called." So there are lineages, there are birthrights that are passed down, from Adam, down to Seth, you know, all the way down, through Arphaxad, through Shem, Noah. There's a lineage, all right, all the way down to Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, to Perez, or to Judah, to Perez, down to King David. There are birthrights that are passed down, and that's what uh, Christians don't get. They don't understand it. The scriptures deal with something called patrilineal descent. That's what determines whether or not you're an Israelite, and that's how birthrights are determined. And the kingdom of heaven and rulership in the kingdom of heaven is a birthright that's passed down to one people. It ain't something you just open up that you can just have spiritually. The Lord doesn't deal with things like that. He doesn't change. Matter of fact, let me just get that uh, real quick, because Christians would like to say that the Most High just changed his mind. He doesn't change. It's Malachi 3 and 6. It says, "For I am the Lord Yahweh, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed." All right. The Lord doesn't change. He chose us because he wanted to choose us, man, and y'all have to get over it. All right. It says, "This day," going back to Luke 19 and 9, "this day is salvation come to this house. For for so much as he also is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost. Now, if if the Son of Man is coming to seek that which was lost, you have to ask yourself the question: is that talking about brand new Gentiles all over the world who have never heard of this before? You know, in order for a sheep or something to be lost, it had to once have belonged to you. All right. You can't just say go around the world, calling every sheep that you've never met, never seen before, lost. It's like, no, just you never seen it before. See, something that's lost is something that was once possessed. All right. That's why it has to be saved, because it was those Gentiles were once a part of us, and we got scattered. We went out through Europe and Greece and Rome. That's where we were lost. That's what Christians don't understand in the scripture. And it's giving you the precept here, Matthew 25, with the kingdom of heaven allegory or metaphor or dark or parable, I should say. For the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost. Let's just go to it real quick. Matthew 25 and 14, because this further drives it home. It says, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants, and delivered unto them his goods. So this analogy goes on to talk about the man traveling, which would be Yahweh Shai in this case, giving talents, all right, and coming back and seeing what's done with those talents. All right. Now it says he called his own servants, not the entire world. He's not just going around expecting talents from everybody. He's expecting talents from the men that he chose. All right. So y'all don't understand the scriptures when you read through Matthew and various other parts of what's called the gospel. You know, it's cognitive dissonance. And the further final point that I'll drive this home, this is Jeremiah 33 and 23. I'll start at. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came to Jeremiah, saying, considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families, which is the house of Judah and the house of Israel, which the Lord hath spoken, he hath even cast them off. He says, thus they have despised my people, that they should be no more a nation before them. So this is a prophecy saying that Christians would do this exact same thing, saying that the Lord cast us off. So this is all prophecy. That's how we know that we're the Israelites, because only a wicked demon would come against the true people of the Lord, saying that they were cast off. And to be honest, it's anti-Semitic. And we know now that y'all have a conflict with even those 1948ers who are claiming to be the Israelites. But see, y'all don't confront them though. See, y'all don't want smoke with them, because they're at the top of of every industry, every business, every bank, everything really. Salakia. It says, considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families which the Lord Yahweh hath chosen, he hath even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people, and as Christians, they despise us, that they should be no more a nation before them. And it says in Psalms too, let us come and let us cut them off from being a nation. This is the MO of Christianity. It was birthed out of white supremacy, or the new Christianity is, at least the new version of it, where during the Renaissance period, where you had Cesare Borgia put up as the image of the Lord. And then you had all this cross symbology and idol worship, basically, ensued. So, last precept, just to further drop on that point in Jeremiah, this is Psalms 94 and 14. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance." All right, so there you have it. This is just a quick rebuttal and rebuke of the supersessionism or replacement theology. Hopefully, I was edified. Uh, Peace, shalom to all of you Akim out there. Keep the faith. Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, Wa Abab Abal, Shalom.